What's going on, investors? My name's Emmanuel, and in this video I'll be sharing the top 3 stocks that I purchased this week. I'll be giving you my reasons for buying each of these stocks. I'll tell you how many shares I picked up and what my average price was for each of these stocks. Now, one of these acquisitions is a brand new addition to my portfolio, and since my purchase, this stock has been on an absolute tear this week. So make sure you stay until the end to find out what this particular acquisition was. However, my Discord group were the first to be made aware of this purchase. They all knew what my game plan was for going into this stock, and I will actually share that game plan with you in this video. But if you do want to stay up to date with all my latest acquisitions, or you just want to chat with me in my Discord investing community, then the link to my Discord group is below. So it is currently free at the moment, so definitely jump on board if you are interested. Remember, don't forget to destroy that like button. It lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. And if you are new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date with all the stocks that I am buying, all the stocks that I'm selling, and all the stocks that are on my watch list. So with that said, let's waste no more time and let's dive into the video. So the first stock that I purchased this week was more of a top up, and this company is Tattooed Chef. Ticker symbol is TTCF. Now, we had Analyst Day this week, which was epic in my opinion. The company gave us a clear pathway for more growth. They explained who their new potential partners will be in the new year and so much more. But I don't want to spend too long on this because I have done a full recap of Analyst Day, and you can check on my channel for my full recap of Analyst Day. Plus, if you do want to watch the full live stream of Analyst Day, I also have that up on my channel as well. So make sure you check those 2 videos out if you haven't already. But preceding Analyst Day, the share price of Tattooed Chef, for some unknown bizarre reason, dipped back into the teens again, which honestly I really could not believe what I was seeing. And even worse than that, it then dropped sub $19 a share, which means it was below my average price. And I thought to myself, this is simply too good to ignore. I really did feel like it was free money at this point, so I decided to load up even more, and I picked up even more shares, and that brings my overall total to 525 shares of Tattooed Chef with a cost price of $19.08 a share. Now, I'm very happy with my position. I will say though, we have yet to receive a rating or even a comment from any of these analysts, which is a bit weird because normally it takes about 24 to 48 hours to hear something. So I'm not really sure what will happen to the stock or the share price in the short term, but what I will say is that I am extremely bullish on this company's success in the long term. And if any of the analysts come out and try to manipulate the stock by giving it anything less than a hold rating, I think the share price will drop as a result, and it probably could drop below $19 again. Then for me, it's simply load the boat time in my opinion, and that's exactly what I'll be doing if Tattooed Chef does drop below $19 a share. So Tattooed Chef was my first acquisition. My second purchase was Palantir. Ticker symbol is PLTR. And this was just to take advantage of what ended up to be a red week for us Palantir investors. Now, the company has had a lot of people arguing between themselves, giving reasons for why they think it's overvalued versus why they think it's undervalued, and so forth and so on and so forth. However, the most impactful news came when Credit Suisse downgraded the stock, and it states Palantir stock drops 4% after Credit Suisse turns bearish on the valuation disconnected from the fundamentals, saying the company is well ahead of itself. So Credit Suisse downgraded Palantir from a neutral to an underperform, but raises the price target from $13 to $17, which represents a 30% downside to yesterday's close. I mean, I was saying to the guys in my Discord, right? I said, you have to love these analysts. You know, you have to love these short sellers, Citron Research and the likes. I mean, even Jim Cramer, you have to just love these guys, because if it wasn't for them and their influence on the market and also causing fear amongst investors, then we would never have the opportunity to buy quality companies that are on sale. Facts. So in my opinion, these analysts, these short sellers, Jim Cramer, they are all necessary evils, and you just have to love them. I've personally grown to love them. So I took the opportunity and picked up 50 shares. So that brings my overall ownership to 350 shares of Palantir. And I did slightly average up, but this is a long-term investment for me, 3 to 5 years at the most. And if you look at it, I just don't see Palantir at these valuations within the next 3 to 5 years. So I'm extremely bullish on this stock in the long term. That's why I decided to load the boat and pick up some more shares of Palantir. Okay, so moving on to my third and final acquisition, and this is my brand new position. And this company is called Airbnb. Ticker symbol is ABNB. Now, I'll be honest, I absolutely love the Airbnb platform. My property business is somewhat dependent on their platform. I mean, not entirely, because my properties are also listed on booking.com, TripAdvisor, HomeAway, all of these online booking travel agents. So my properties are on all of them. But I can safely say that the bulk of my bookings and also the bulk of my inquiries, especially over the last 2 years, has been from Airbnb. Hands down. And their user base just continues to grow. I mean, I've experienced it firsthand. And predominantly, their main users are millennials. Because think about it, it's much cheaper for them to travel as a group and stay in one of my properties, because that maintains the social element of their travels compared to booking individual hotel rooms. And also, that also rakes up the cost. So it's more cost effective and overall a much better experience for people to stay at my place. So I completely understand the Airbnb business model. I will admit I hardly did any DD. The only DD I really did was a brief look at their financials, but I'll be honest, I had already made up my mind that I was going to buy this company. But when it IPO'd, I mean, the valuations was silly. Let's just call it what it is. It just didn't make sense in the slightest. Yes, I agree they are a disruptive, innovative company, but it made no sense for me that their market cap at IPO exceeded the largest booking platform in the world, which is booking.com. So personally, I decided to wait for a pullback, and my plan was to wait for the stock's market cap to drop below booking.com's, because I saw that as somewhat of a cushion or a target for the upside. All right, so the stock crashed to lows of $121 a share, and I sent this alert out to my Discord members on the 14th saying that I had started a new position in Airbnb at $127.80. I have invested only 25% of my entire intended budget, and I'll be looking to add if we can hit $120 a share, and then if we can hit $115 a share. My long-term price target for this stock is $200 within the next 2 to 3 years. Now, certain Discord members bought the stock and we are winning big time. I mean, the stock went up crazy. However, I have heard from multiple YouTubers saying that they were waiting for $80 a share. And to be honest, those evaluations do make sense. But I personally learned from my lesson with the Snowflake IPO, and I was prepared to start a position and then dollar cost average lower. And that's why I provided my Discord members with my price targets if the price did drop lower. I personally didn't see the stock going lower than $115 a share, especially in current market conditions, but I was prepared to even add more if it did. So I ended up picking a total of 25 shares of Airbnb. My cost price is $127 and some change. Now, I am a bit stuck with Airbnb at the moment because, as I mentioned to my Discord members, I only have a quarter of my position invested in the stock. So I still have quite a bit of money left on the sidelines with Airbnb's name written all over it. So I will look to take advantage of any significant dips that we see in the stock. And if you want to know when I'll be buying into these dips, the link to my Discord group is in the description below. So a quick bonus stock. If you've been following my channel for the last 2 weeks, then you know I started buying Blackberry a couple of weeks ago. Ticker symbol is BB. Now, they recently released their earnings, and I'll be honest, my views were very mixed, okay? So their financials were horrible. They suffered a decline in both the top and bottom line. However, I couldn't ignore what this company achieved from a fundamental standpoint in the past quarter. Their business highlights, which included their newly secured partnerships, their achievements. I mean, this was very, very impressive. However, investors, of course, were not happy with the financials and the stock sold off heavy. So I already informed my Discord that I plan to hold, but the share price is becoming disgustingly cheap at the moment. And if it drops any lower, it's going to be too cheap for me to ignore, and I probably will dollar cost average at the moment. But at the moment, I am still holding my position. If you do want to know what I'm doing with Blackberry, then I suggest you join the Discord. But yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comment section what you picked up this week. If you went shopping, let me know what you purchased, how many shares you purchased, and what your average price was. But with all that said, please make sure you do your own due diligence before you decide to invest in any stock or in any company. Remember, I am not a financial advisor, so please view my content as purely educational and not investing advice. If you do want to learn about investing in stocks, there are some useful links in the description below, including some books that I highly recommend. Do not forget to destroy that like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. I value your time and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.